See, this works. 103 degrees. That, excuse me, that for once is not a lie. We're going to talk about, get my son something. I'm just trying to catch my breath because my head hurts. I woke up fine, but then all of a sudden my head started hurting. Whew, it's hot in here. It's hot out here. Inside, I'm covered up in my sweater, okay? I wear like a sweater, an old sweater. It doesn't have any holes in it or anything like that. But, I don't know. It's like my security blanket. And I wear it everywhere inside the apartment. Because I'm freezing. As soon as I set foot outside, I'm like sweating. I'm starting to sweat already. I have some good news, you all. And some bad news. Good news, I found a doctor. He's not a family practitioner, but it's a doctor. And and by the way, it's going to be with a nurse. It's a nurse practitioner that I'm going to see, and she's a female, and I'm very happy about that because I'd rather see a female than a male. However, this other doctor that I was going to go see, they were telling me that I would have to see a resident first. And I'm like, okay, what exactly does that mean, right? And they explained it to me that this doctor, she actually comes over here from Mexico. She's trying to get her hours. She's trying to get licensed here. And she's been seeing patients there at that clinic. So I would have to go through her first. And then there would be a resident doctor checking in also. I mean, not a resident doctor, a regular doctor checking in. And then, eventually as I become established there as a patient, then they'll go ahead and let me see a regular doctor. And I was like, what? Did y'all understand what I just said? Like, does that make sense to anybody? Like, has that ever happened to you all? I've never heard of such a thing. And this appointment was already set to go for, what did she tell me? For tomorrow at 10. The same time that I have my counseling appointment. But I had told her, you know what? I'll cancel my other appointment, which is a counseling, because this is more important. However, once she told me all that, I was like, yeah, I don't feel too comfortable about that. Oh, well, that's our standard procedure here, and you have to do that, and da-da-da-da-da. And then I was like, well, the only reason I even called this clinic was because of the reviews. All the reviews were really good, and, they spoke of this doctor, and I was looking forward to seeing one of them, not a resident. And then she was like, well, that's our procedure here. They're just as good. They're just trying to get their license. And And she's explaining everything to me. Like, she already practices in Mexico, but she's trying to get her license here. But the first thing that came to mind for me was, we're going to have trouble communicating. I don't want to have trouble communicating. I want to be able to get what I need out, and I want the doctor to understand me the first time. I speak Spanish, but very little, and I don't know the really big words, and I try. But here's the thing. When I was in school, when I was in 3rd grade, they did not let us talk Spanish at all, speak Spanish. We had to speak in English. If anybody was caught speaking Spanish, we were sent to the principal office. So that was one huge mistake that they made, because when I got into high school, they had mono Spanish and they had Spanish. All these bumps on the road. And so they put me in bilingual right away because, oh, well, she's Hispanic. Look at her last name. She's Hispanic. Put her in there. She doesn't really be in mono. Mono is only for the white people. Well, guess what? I almost failed Spanish. And I only took 1 year. The only reason I passed was because the teacher felt bad for me. She knew I couldn't tell the difference between a V and a B in Spanish. Ve or be. Ve. See, I still don't know. To this day, I still don't know. I need to Google it. Is it ve for vaca or ve de verdad? V. I have no idea, okay? But she knew I was struggling with that, and I was only like a couple of points from passing. Well, she felt bad for me and she went ahead and passed me. Thank God. And I never took Spanish again. But that was really lame that they did that because I really needed to learn the good Spanish and I didn't get a chance to. So, anyhow, since then, I've yet to actually take an actual Spanish class where I could learn all these things and the proper Spanish and be able to communicate better. I do understand a lot of it, of course, but like a lot of Tex-Mex, you know, but I don't know a lot of the proper to be able to interpret it. Apparently I don't know English either. To interpret that, you know? So, yeah, that's one thing. I don't like language barriers because that's what happened with the hairstylist. When I was talking about the hairstylist that I went to, remember I told you all that I found Sam, my hairstylist, but he was always booked, so I went with his associate, which is, what was her name? I don't know what her name was. Ariel, I don't know, some name, right? Well, she only spoke Spanish, and I tried my best to communicate with her, telling her that I wanted blonde highlights. However, she gave me some other name in Spanish, and I thought, oh yeah, that's it. That's what it is. Well, it wasn't it. That's how I ended up with orange highlights. So I'm like, no, I don't want to go through this. Like, I don't want to have to go and be like, okay, I don't know how to say it. And they're going to look at me like, you're Hispanic. How do you not know how to say this? I don't know how to say it, you know? So I'm going to try this now. I'm going to try to pause you all so I can order because I need to look at the